Bande Utkal Janni, Utkal Divasa, the day when a separate state and a separate province was formed on 1st of April 1936.
Today's function involves performance review and highlights of financial year 2021-22, recognition of extraordinary talent and commitment demonstrated by employees through distribution of awards, and valuable speech by our esteemed Director in Charge, which will also focus on our goals towards the financial year ahead. It is heartwarming to see that we are able to have this celebration after a hiatus of 2 years due to COVID pandemic. We welcome you all to this long-awaited August occasion. We have among us our dignitaries who will be adorning the dais. Shri Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge and the Chief Guest of our program.
Shri A.K. Kundu, ED Mines.
Shri S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works.
Shri P.K. Satpathy, Executive Director P&A with an additional charge of ED projects. May I request the dignitaries to come up and praise the dais. So please.
I request Shri A.C. Sarkar, CGM Quality, to escort the dignitaries to the dais. Flowers are a wonderful way to greet people and also to show our love and respect. I request my young friends to please present the bouquet of flowers to our esteemed dignitaries present on the dais. Tamso mein Jyotirgame, light, which stands for auspiciousness, prosperity and abundance. Let the light of peace and prosperity prevail everywhere as we begin the ceremony with the traditional lighting of the lamp.
And to inaugurate today's function by lighting the ceremonial lamp, may I now invite our esteemed DIC and our dignitaries present on the dais to join me. May I request Ms. Nivedita Samal of RNC Lab Department to assist them. थैंक यू। किसी भी पारंपरिक उत्सव का आरंभ प्रभु वंदन से होता है। उड़ीसा की धरती हमारी माँ, भगवान और सब कुछ है। Let us pay tribute to our motherland Odisha by very melodious song Bande Utkal Janani. I would request Shri Jyotirmay Acharya and his team for the invocation short.
Plant Maintenance and Chairman Organizing Committee, is steering the huge arena of maintenance and affiliated units very successfully. He has always extended encouragement to the organizing committee. May I now request you, sir, to kindly welcome the distinguished gathering. Sir, please.
Respected DIC, RSP, Sri Atanu Bhomi, ED Sri S.R. Suryavanshi, ED with additional charge of project Sri P.K. Satpathy, GM and BUH NSPCL, Chief General Managers, Heads of our sister units, HODs, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Namaskar, Vande Utkal Janani. On this auspicious occasion, I feel proud, privileged and honored to welcome one and all present here. Today, we are here to commemorate the auspicious occasion of Utkal Divas. On this very day, with the concerted efforts of the likes of Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan Das, Utkal Mani Gopabandhu Das, Maharaja Sri Ramachandra Bhanjadev, Maharaja Krishnachandra Gajapati, Pandit Nilakantha Das, Fakir Mohan Senapati and many more, resulted in the formation of politically separate state under British rule on linguistic basis in the year 1936. It is so nice to see how the land of their dream has grown to a level where we as a part of Maharatna Company sale have a modern day Shilp Konar in the form of Rourkela steel plant. The modern day Shilp Konar in the land of Lord Jagannath is holding its head high in keeping the country on the path of progress and prosperity. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone to this new financial year. Financial year 21-22 was truly a watershed year for steel plants in general and Rourkela steel plant in particular. The unforeseen situation thrown by the deadly second wave of pandemic COVID-19 and subsequently the third wave forced us to keep challenging our limits and also think and devise novel ways of working. On one hand, being a public utility service, we had to keep the steel plant running and at the same time take care of the safety and health of our employees. When the whole of India was reeling under the fatal second wave with unprecedented rise in COVID positivity rate, and the hospitals in the worst affected states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, UP and Delhi were crying foul over the shortage of oxygen, Rourkela steel plant once again reinforced its commitment to address the nation's call by mustering all its resources and leaving no stone unturned to ramp up production and dispatch of life-saving liquid medical oxygen. The efforts of RSP in maintaining regular supply of LMO to even far-flung places proved to be a boon in tackling the second wave of pandemic. There is a saying that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. One of the silver lining moments in this trying period in financial 21-22 was the development of Ispat Nidhan Kendra, a state-of-the-art jumbo COVID treatment center of RSP in a record time of less than a month. Establishment of this facility in such a short time, that too during the deadly second wave of COVID-19, has once again proved that nothing is impossible for RSP collective. In this financial year, we achieved and surpassed new milestones in production, productivity, techno economics and profitability. Breaking and setting of new records became a habit for us. Our spate of performances and streak of successes reached its pinnacle when after a long and eventful journey, we surpassed the historic landmark of 100 minutes of hot metal production. This achievement shall go down in the annals of history as a tribute to the resilient steelmen of RSP, whose aspirations, support and ability to achieve the best shall continue to inspire the generations ahead. I am sure we shall have many occasions to celebrate our performances and achievements of financial year 21-22 in this award function today. RSP is all about possibilities. The limitless possibilities and capabilities of Rourkela Steel Plant are once again ready to greet the new financial year of fresh challenges with new vigor, vitality and usual calm. This financial year we had the privilege of welcoming the first DIC of our RSP, C. Atanu Bhomik, a true Rourkelite and an outstanding leader, glimpses of which we have already witnessed in a short span of time. With the reputation across the sale units, the year ahead shall certainly be bright and wonderful. With your inspiring aura of prominence, I welcome you, sir, on behalf of all present here, and on my personal behalf, and look forward to your guiding words to propel us to future course of action. I also welcome our dignitaries on the dais, EDWC SR Suryavanshi, EDPNA with additional charge of project C. PK Satpathy, whose widely acclaimed leadership is matched by their deep commitment to excellence. Our plant is at a time when production is at rapid growth. We live in an era when automation and digitalization is growing in leaps and bounds to address the steel industry's most pressing problems. When technology promises wonderful possibilities, when traditional intellectual fields are shifting and converging, and when public expectation and demand of steel is increasing, I see many unprecedented opportunities in this new era for our development, for our research, for our global connection and reach. Today, when we will have a presentation about the performance of the year gone by and a presentation about our annual business plan, it will set the momentum for coming days. So with a sense of celebration, we are here to imbibe a future plan for marching ahead, plan for sustenance, and plan for touching the sky. Once again, I wish you a very happy Utkal Divas and welcome you all to this memorable function to enjoy our achievements. Thank you, Dhanyavad, Vande Utkal.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of welcome. We have with us Shri S.R. Suryavanshi, Executive Director Works, a metallurgical engineer and an excellent technocrat. He has succeeded in taking our unit to newer heights during his tenure. For his technical prowess and managerial ability, he has been consistently driving interventions for the development of the plant in various fronts, including capability building areas like 5S and benchmarking. We will now be sharing the exemplary performance of RSP and give guidance for the future. May I now request sir to share with us the plant performance of the year 2021-22 and give us your guidance. Sir, please.
A very good morning to all of you, respected DIC Rourkela, respected Shri PK Satpathy, E&A and additional charge of projects, dignitaries of the dais, and my dear friends. Today, the auspicious day, on this auspicious day, we are starting our new year, new financial year, and a day profound significance and meaning, a day of pride, a day which tells you and every self respecting individuals to stand up and fight for special identity. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud privilege to be standing before you on this great day, a day which finds its echo in every nook and corner of Orissa, a state rich in its heritage and a state where resides Lord Jagannath, Lord of Lords, first among the deities. I wish you all a very happy Utkal Divas. In the beginning of this financial year 21-22, because of the COVID-19 wave, it hit hard, during which a number of our employees and their family members bore the brunt of deadly wave. Some even lost their own lives and lives of their loved ones. The multidimensional challenge thrown up by the deadly wave of COVID-19 pandemic forced us to think out of the box and adapt new ways of working. Steel industry being a labor intensive, maintaining social distancing and protecting employees from health hazards during execution of operational and maintenance jobs at worksite was a huge challenge. But then, higher the challenges were, more stronger our commitment and resilience became. Development of Nidan Ispat Kendra, a state-of-the-art jumbo COVID treatment center at RSP, in a record time, less than a month, speaks volumes for our tenacity and potential to surmount even the highest toughest of obstacles. Not only we did make efforts to protect our employees, but also addressed the clarion call of the nation by supplying liquid oxygen, medical oxygen to far-flung places, thereby saving many precious lives. And first of all, to begin with, I must congratulate all of you for the great performance you have given this year. I must say this is a stupendo, fabulous, fantastic, magical performance. So now, I feel privileged to present the annual performance of Rourkela Steel Plant 2022. So the flow of presentation will be safety. We'll start safety, then production performance, then highlights, then key initiatives, digitization, new projects, then awards, production performance, production plan for 22 and 23. Now coming to safety, safety is and shall be our topmost priority. Safe workplaces are also productive ones. We are strictly ensuring safety of our people, our employees, workers, and everyone working inside the plant and off the plant by following safe practices in developing a sustainable, safe workplace. As a result, the plant remained accident-free for last 343 days. We have always tried in maintaining safe workplace and ensuring safety of the workers and employees. Our efforts in maintaining a safe workplace has been recognized in various forums, and we have bagged various appreciations and awards such as GCSSI Award, 9 FICCI Awards, Safety System Excellence Award, Green Tech Safety Culture Award, etc. in 2021. DSOs plays a very vital role in maintaining the workplace safety in our plant in order to enhance the skills and knowledge. We carry out various safety training programs and workshops for their own development, workshop on electrical safety, workshop on safety management organized by Safety Engineering Department for DSOs are some of the examples. There are numerous processes carried out while making steel in our industry, and identification of existing hazards in each process is very important. The hazard study is the method that we have adopted to find out and record possible hazards that may be present in our workplace. We have carried out the study of various processes in different departments involving a third party, Mrs. Bureau Veritas in RSTV. The automatic number plate recognition system also inaugurated as a road safety campaign. Road safety is an important area for RSP, as we see number of road accidents are on rise. To improve road safety in our plant, we have installed ANPR system at 5 strategic locations to check road safety violations and avoid any unwanted incidents. We have focused on creating awareness among our own employees and workers, conducting various effective training programs on rail, road and electrical safety considering the need of the hour. To inculcate safety culture in every individual, we have developed in-house and published a safety manual on electrical safety. To increase the focus on road safety and to strengthen the road safety system, we have also been involving senior officers by conducting surprise checks, road checks in our plant and various locations on day-to-day basis. To increase the reporting of near-miss cases, we have started a novel near-miss reporting system called Rakshak, in which each near-miss case is compiled and safe measures are taken to avoid the same in the future. For encouraging the reporting of near-miss cases, we are also giving financial benefits to the employees reporting near-miss cases. Next comes to housekeeping. Housekeeping plays a very vital role in avoiding accidents in our workplace. The good housekeeping is always a safe area to work and builds confidence among workers or employees. In order to appreciate and motivate the departments in RSTV, we also organize safety and housekeeping champions competition. Day by day, we see changes in processes in production and maintenance actives inside our workplace, and it is very important to keep updating our SOPs and SMPs at different activities carried out in our department. We at RSP, we have been reassessing and updating our SOPs and SMPs in regular interval of time whenever there are changes in the processes or any new process comes during the technological upgradation. RSP has total 2907 numbers of SOPs and SMPs. After review, 1511 safety points were added and 1190 SOP SMPs were updated last year. To tide over the COVID crisis, we have proactively taken some various measures such as COVID making at various entrance gate. So that miking are installing automatic number hand sanitizers, then distribution of masks to regular and contractual workers, and surplus checking being carried out time to time at shift offices, workplaces in order to enforce COVID-19 guidelines. To fight with any emergency situations that may arise inside our plant, we have carried out mock drills on regular intervals of time at various critical locations. We also give emphasis on conducting safety audits to internal bodies such as SSO and other external bodies like NSC Mumbai, etc. We also take up help from the statutory activities authorities such as Director of Factories and Borders in establishing a safe culture workplace in our plant by carrying out inspections like CICG inspections, meetings at site and off-site, emergency by FICCI and OSDMA. Various safety training programs and workshops have been chosen as vital methods for creating awareness and developing a safe culture among our employees. Various special training programs such as training on gas safety, hands-on training on use of safety gadgets, gas safety gadgets, electrical safety, railroad safety, BBS safety, conveyor belt safety, 5S and housekeeping safety, etc. have been carried out in our plant. We have also increased the procurement of and the installation of gas safety gadgets in order to check any exposure to gas related incidents. Safety training hall was inaugurated for contractors, workmen training is outside the plant premises from 1st of March 2021. This was done to ensure that each employee, each worker must be given a training on safety before entering into the plant premises. Now coming to the plant performance. In a world driven by competition, performance is the only reality. Success is not measured by what one accomplishes, but by the challenges one has encountered and the courage with which one decimates each such odds. Once again, we have proved that nothing is impossible for RST collective. Notwithstanding the deadly second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, which impacted us in the beginning of this year, we excelled in production front through our resilience, hard work, determination, which is clearly evident from the new records and milestones we have achieved during the financial year 2022. As we can see from this chart, we have registered remarkable growth in all the three production fronts: hot metal, crude, saleable steel. It is heartening to note that we have achieved 4.336 million ton of hot metal, which is which is 100.7% of ABP, 13.5% more than the last year, 3.987 million ton of crude steel, which is 99.7% of ABP, and 13.6% more than the last year. $3.665 million ton of saleable steel, which is 100% of ABP, and 13.9% more than the last year. Now coming to the shop-wise production performance, starting from coke ovens, with 97.2% of fulfillment and 21.7% of growth over the previous financial year, which was recorded 346.8 pushings per day. For small batteries, in battery 6 we have almost touched ABP and 90 pushings a day. However, with the improvement and consistent operation of coke ovens during the last quarter, pushing from small batteries and battery 6 have been increased to 354 per day and 91 per day respectively. Performance of Sinter Plant 1 clearly shows immense potential of RSP collective. With a production of 1.377 million tons, they have achieved 120% of ABP. A phenomenal growth of 52.4% over last year. Sinter Plant 2 registered 98.4% of ABP and a growth of almost 16% over last year. Sinter Plant 3 rose to the occasion and delivered the best performance by clocking 3.71 million ton of sinter and 100.1% a growth of 1.2%. We could achieve 103% of ABP fulfillment and a growth of 12.5% over last financial year total sinter. Coming to hot metal, in hot metal front, we have surpassed ABP targets from both BF1 and 4, with the hot metal and a substantial growth over last financial year. The growth in BF1 is 25.8% and BF4 78.5%. As per the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. And this time SMS1 has done it by producing crude steel of 0.46 million tons and a healthy growth of healthy growth of 28.3% over the last year's productions. SMS2 also took up the challenges ahead on and achieved APP fulfillment of 99.8% and a growth of 12% over last financial year. Coming to the mill side, the downstream units, old shall always remains old. That is true. So all the time best performance from HSM1 and plate mill. This is since inception, and in this financial year we have empty testimonial and to this saying, hot roll coils production HSM1 was a record figure of 1.76 million ton with ABP, achievement of 125.6%. Plate mill with the production of 0.546 million ton also delivered the best performance since inception. New plate mill for the first time achieved and surpassed its rated capacity of 0.92 million ton with ABP fulfillment of 100%. Coming to product mix, one of the highlights of this financial year was record production of HR coils for sale, fulfilling 158% of ABP and growth of 18%. In HR coil, PM plates and NPM plates were achieved ABP with a considerable growth of the last fiscal year. We tried hard to maximize our production from our PET units like pipe plants and SSM, which has a growth over the last financial year. Thus, we could achieve the ABP targets of 3.665 million ton of total saleable steel with a growth of 14%. These are some of the figures which are best since inception. Our success saga in 21-22 was dotted with number of all-time best performances. Breaking and setting new records has become a habit for RSP. BF5 Durga recorded best daily production of 10,507 on 29th March. On the same day, the total blast furnace hot metal production was 16,167. So this was the production which is best in cell also. No cell plant has achieved this. CPP3 also delivered the best daily performance of 50.37 megawatt of average generation of the same year. We came out of the guns blazing and closed the financial year with a superlative performance in the month of March. Best monthly production since inception was achieved in the March. In the area equivalent to coke oven pushing, hot metal production in blast furnace 5, total hot metal, crude steel from caster 1 and 2 taken together, crude steel from caster 3 of SMS2, crude steel from SMS2 total, and total crude steel and plates from the new plate mill. Best March was achieved in the area of total saleable steel production, specific energy consumption, which is the best in cell, total average power generation and average power generation from CPP1. Similarly, sinter plant 3, total sinter also recorded the best performance, best monthly in July 21. Best monthly best mix stacking was achieved by RMHP in May 21. This is monthly best. Even the deadly second of pandemic 19 could not dampen our missionaries' zeal and spirit to take this company to the newer heights. Rather, we emerged more stronger and more prepared and recorded our best annual performance areas like cocoon pushing, production from various areas of SP3, hot metal, crude steel, the casters, and the total crude steel production. All the three vital mills, hot strip mill, plate mill, new plate mill joined the party and came out with their yearly best performance, which helped us to achieve the yearly production of sellable steels. Coming to the techno-economic parameters, water and energy are two critical resources for sustenance of every steel plant. With continuous effort and time-bound implementation of various energy and water conservation schemes, we have delivered our all-time best performance in both the area, registering specific energy consumption of 5.98, meter calorie per ton of steel, and specific water consumption of 3.20 meter cube per ton. These figures are best in cell. In our quest and relentless pursuit to attain excellence in every field, we surpassed many milestones to see new benchmarks in financial year of different areas. So coming to the other areas, RMHP set the new records of financial year by achieving the highest best mix stacking of 797,717 tons in May 21, highest best mix dispatch of 761,997 in July 21, highest total dispatch of 1162,204 tons of sinter in August 21. Coming to CCD has earned a revenue of 370 crores through sale of coal chemicals in the financial year 2022. This is the best since inception. Crude coal tar production of 92,500 tons in 21-22 is the highest since inception. About 2 kilometers of gas line was replaced to enhance gas safety in CCD. In addition to, it has improved coke gas yield and resulted in incurring the benefits of more than 10 crores per year. Coming to the productivity, BF5, the best productivity 3.02 for the same achieved, which is the best for the other similar blast furnaces in cell. And the shop productivity of 2.52 has achieved for the total blast furnace shop, which is also the best since inception. BF1 also achieved the milestone of 3 million ton of hot metal on 21st of March 22, and BF5 achieved 20 million tons of hot metal on 9th January 22. Another benchmarks are the best granulated slag dispatch of 204,177 in December 21, best Torpedo life cycles of 2530 cycles in June 21. This is best in country. Best monthly PCM pouring achieved of 32,354 in December 21. Best PGRN dispatch of 28,626 in January 22. SMS1 average heat weight was increased from 68.2 to 68.6, which helped in achieving the best ever production from SMS1. All-time lowest TMI 1130.3 kgs per ton of wood steel achieved in manufacturing 21. Yearly average of 1135.6 kgs per ton of wood steel, which was lowest since inception of SMS1. Increase in average casting speed from 0.80 to 0.85 meter per minute. Coming to SMS2 achieved the highest monthly 318 number of years, which is best ever casting and sequence of 186 in caster field. in hot strip mill 1, we achieved all-time best yearly dispatch of 1.24 million ton of hot rolled coil in this financial year. Coming to hot strip mill 2, trials and testing was resumed after COVID to roll out second coil on 31st/10/21 and commissioning was successfully done on 30th March 22. Successful rolling of finishing and supply of 6,000 tons of APIX 5LX 70M PLS2 grade steel plates commenced from NPM. They were producing cell RSP as an approved vendor for the API grade lines plates. First time successful rolling of highly grade, critical grade GMR 301 for sub-zero applications in submarine for Indian Navy. Expansion of ADB automation systems along with replacement of operator control desk class SSM. Repairs of electrical. Repair and overhauling of total 1385, that is 121 HT motors, 121 of DC mill motors, 968 of LT, AC rod of then motors 116, DC RT motors 57. This is also one of the best achieved performance of RSTV. CP1 achieved many milestones like lowest consumption of boiler coal in CPP1 since inception. Expected consumption is likely to be 110,000 tons in F1 21-22 against 205,066 tons in the previous year, that is 2021. First time the capacity repairs of all PBS turbo blowers leading to a saving of approximately 12 ton 12 TPH steam per blower, enhanced reliability and performance. CPP also achieved the highest average annual production power generation in TRTG since inception, highest average combined power generation of 67.01 megawatt in CPP1, CPP3 since inception. Design department, scheme for protecting fencing for all the conveyor belts in the plant. 24/7 design portal availability, detailed design engineering for all VIP capsules lift at administrative building. Then commissioning of new 250 megawatt unit at NSPCL. LHF2B panel replaced by GIS panel commissioned, and 132 kV line from MSGS 2 to MSGS 5 diverted and decommissioned for laying railway track to HSM 2. Modification also done in 220 kilowatt power circuit to facilitate timely starting of 250 megawatt unit at NSPCL. Coming to the other highlights, that MRD, though it's a small department, but it's very, very important for the RSTV. Revenue generation by disposal of mixed BF slag for the first time in the history of RSTV. Mixed BF slag was auctioned and is being disposed through external agency. The expected revenue generation is about 23 crores. Revenue generation by disposal of used and rejected bricks from MEST. For the first time in RSTV, used rejected bricks, refractory bricks and waste is being disposed through external agency. Total expected revenue generation is about 4 crores in this regard. Earlier used refractory bricks were sorted out, sold to the external agency, while the separated waste was dumped in the RSTV premises. Coming to oxygen plant. Oxygen plant generated a cash of rupees 14.33 crores through cryogenic liquid selling to the outside agencies, meeting the national and state demand of LMO during second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, saving lives numerous COVID patients, revenue generation of 10,654 approximately for 3824 tons of LMO, rupees 40407 lakhs for 1598.17 ton of supplied in 26 ISO tankers and 77 boat tankers through rail. Revival of oxygen cylinder filling facility at oxygen plant unit 1 and supporting the need of medical oxygen cylinders to IGH. COVID care center at sector 5, Bolani Mines, corporate office, Mekong Rachi and NSPCL. Installed medical oxygen gas pipeline system for 500 bedded with provision of 100 ICU beds at Ispat Nidan constructed by RSP during second wave of COVID-19. Interconnection of IGS LMO tank with SSH manifold for provision of uninterrupted oxygen supply during peak COVID oxygen demand. Interconnection of IGH LMO tank with SSH. And coming to refractory, Tarputaladal highest campaign life of 2584 achieved in June 91, which is a record, all-time record in throughout the India. The Tarputaladal highest yearly average of ladle life of 2195 weeks achieved in this year, which is also highest in India. The previous best was 2135 in 1920. CCM1 steel ladle highest ever campaign life of 102 hits achieved in August 21. Highest yearly average of 77.5 hits achieved in this year, which was previously 73. Highest ever campaign life of 897 hits achieved for 80 ton hot metal ladle in April 21. And coming to TRM, highest ever steel dispatch by rail of 3.06 million ton in the financial year of 2022, and this is highest since inception. The highest ever raw material handling by rail 14.64 million ton in the financial year 2021-22. Highest ever slag dispatch by rail 1.17 lakhs tons of, that is 32 rakes in a month of December. Highest ever slag dispatch by rails 216 rakes in 21-22. Highest ever dispatch of 62,000 tons of brine by road. MSS, the specific lubricant consumption of 0.38 kg per ton of crude steel achieved in the year of 2022 is one of the best in all the sales plants. Installation of 8 ELC machines for critical hydraulic power packs for offline filtration. Separate budget had created for accounting major spare and critical spare items. Coming to E&A. E&A has taken initiative and installed new CCTV systems with 120 cameras for surveillance at HSM2 and boundary wall and 464 cameras for different departments of RSP. Also, the installation of cold commissioning of 100 cameras along the 10-kilometer boundary of RSP has been also completed. HME, restoration of performance of plate mill twin drive motor 3.4 megawatt by replacing a defective armature with a reconditioned, replacing damaged main pole and interpole with spares, and the replacement of a frame bearing assembly first time since inception in a shortest possible time with in-house resources only. Reliability improvement of SP2 waste gas motor fan 5.72 megawatt by reconditioning both the driving and non-drive pedestal bearings of motor and rectifying misalignment of impeller with respect to motor. CNIT. Successful integration of R&D sales invoicing server and payroll of mines after merging of Odisha Group of Mines with RSP. Implementation of SRM Limited Tender Inquiry, LT cases, material and services. Deployment of mobile app for town services billing system. Instrumentation. Restoration of complete automation system of converter 1 and 2 comprising of HMI, servers for converter operation, slack splashing, gas recovery, simultaneous blowing and steel temperature measuring system after a major fire in the BOF control room. Erection and commissioning breakout pre-detection system in caster 1 in coordination with RDCS. HRDC. 20 numbers of MOU programs organized with technology providers, namely Siemens, ABP, BROI, SKF and OEM training programs organized for railway signaling systems. 5 numbers of refresher training program organized for executives on critical equipments. Recognition of prior learning program under Skill India Mission conducted for partnering in upskilling India. Interaction session on procurement through government e-marketplace GEM and Atmanirbhar Bharat was organized. A new HR initiative, Samanvay, reaching out to go above and beyond, has been launched. Finance. RSP has been felicitated by Government of India for exemplary tax compliance and GST deposit in financial year 21-22. Claims of 18.92 crore rupees settled during the financial year 21-22 towards underloading and overloading freight, overstock freight and missing wagon claims. Online bidding system has been developed for PF investment for better transparency. RSP being public sector unit has been responsibility handling all the statutory matters including GST. There has been no delay in return filing under GST till date by RSP, for which RSP got felicitated by Government of India for exemplary tax compliance and GST deposits during 21-22. Then coming to town engineering, development of chalk near Sector 3 Ring Road to mark 100 million ton production of hot metal. Development of Ispat Nidam Kendra, including civil works for ramp, portico, canteen, gate and approach road. Supply, installation, testing and commissioning of 132 numbers of solar street lighting system at slums in the vicinity of Rourkela Steel Plant and Steel Township, Rourkela. Highest ever GM procurement of rupees 640 crores, purchase only, nearly 24 times that of the last financial year. Highest number of POs placed through GEM, that is 1729 amongst the sale plants, and I guess our last best was 259 only. Highest ever MSE procurement of rupees 404 crores against the previous best of 262.9 crores. Highest procurement from women entrepreneurs 20.27 crores against the previous 1.22 crores. All-time high sales realization of more than 2655 crores is expected to be achieved as against the annual target of 1418 crores. The fulfillment of target is more than 187%. The previous highest sales realization was 1845, that was achieved in 1819. All-time high sales realization has been achieved. Almost all major items like in iron and steel items rupees 929 crores, pig iron 1001 crore, whole chemicals 350 crores, plasma slag 191 crores, waste products 27 crores, idle assets 27 crores during the year review. Records 32 number of rakes of plasma slag has been dispatched during December 2021. March 2022, the monthly sales realization for 310 crores expected to be achieved, and which is the all-time best and all-time high against the previous record of 24 crores. Coming to the mines, highest ever production of 6.45 million ton by Bolani ore mines in February 2022, which is 14.7% growth over the previous year. Then highest ever production of 2.32 million ton by Barsoa ore mines in February 22, which is 15.3% of growth for the previous year. And some of the statutory highlights are there. The permissions obtained from Government of Odisha for dispatch of fines from Bolani, Barsoa to pallet conversion agencies in Odisha and use of converted pallets to RSTV and BSA. Now coming to some key initiatives, a number of initiatives have been taken to strengthen the production, productivity, quality, maintenance and logistics, which has paid rich dividend. The development of high-grade PE, high phosphorus CRMO grade 50C530 was developed at SSM. Successful stabilization of MES and SAP system for inspection and testing data, feeding for dispatch of HR coils from RCL point. The successful production of thinner gauge GP sheet 0.40 from CRM. BS certification and license was awarded to Jagdishpur Sale Unit RSP for manufacturing GC sheet on August 2021. Commissioning and stabilization of anti-collision system in bucket wheel reclaimer and stacker cum reclaimer. Commissioning and stabilization of radio modems in barrel 4, 5, 6, 7 and stacker cum reclaimer, bucket cum reclaimer 3, that is in phase 3. Auto propulsion system base mix in phase 2. In COB6, level 2 automation was taken into operation by installing a new CV analyzer. COG mixing and adjustment of pause time is now being carried out by level 2 systems, thereby optimizing the energy consumption. In battery 5A, reversing machines PLC was updated. Installation and commissioning of pallet detection system in center machines resulting in the prevention of pallet derailments which occurred last year so many times, and after that this modification has been done. The modification of discharge electrode wrapping mechanism for effective operation of dedusting ESPs and break down the emission below 100 mg per normal cube. Then production of critical size 12 mm of grade 1 and 2 steel was started, stabilized and enhanced in 21-22, modifying the rolling regime suitably for boiler grade beds, thereby saving 2 minutes on TMR holding time on every slab of such grade. And this has resulted in enhanced production of 5,000 tons per month in new plate mill. In pickling line 2, modification in washing system in pipelines was done to avoid acid carryover and improve the surface brightness and to restrict the overflow of the tank. Complete LED electrification of SSL. Execution and commissioning of new BLT weighing system in GF4 and upgradation of position monitoring system of LMG, the rotation and tilting, and in BF number 4. Improving the efficiency of BF4 dust catcher by conversion of pneumatic knife edge gate valve to the hydraulic valves. SSM soft water cooling circuit heat exchanger replaced for the first time. Installation of laser based plate measuring system at dividing shear through RDCS or achieving close tolerance in plate cutting. Revival of oxygen cylinder filling facility at the oxygen plant, Unit 1, and supporting the need of medical oxygen cylinders to IH, COVID care at Sector 5. Bolani Mines, Corporate Office, Mekon Rachi, and NSPC. Coming to the next part, that is the most important part for all of us for coming days and years to come, that is digitization. Future of steel industries cannot be imagined without digitalization. A number of initiatives in this field was taken in the last financial year to increase process efficiency. Some of these initiatives just will be showing here. In COB6, level 2 automation was taken into operation by installing a new CV analyzer. Installation of bypass valve in main TRT bypass along with the communication facility to HMI to enhance the operational reliability of TRT and its impact on blast furnace pipe. Remote operation of SMS1 Express lab from CCM1 lab. Reduction in the manpower of 3% and improved efficiency and a better profitability. Erection and commissioning of breakout pre-detection system in Caster 1. Upgradation of Caster 1 and Caster 2 level 1 gateway server. Hot strip mill 1 overview for real-time monitoring of process parameters in plant status as well as in Android apps were developed. Whole yard management. Interdepartmental team visited Tata Steel ESL for online on-site technical study in December 21 and proposal sent for IPSC, and this will be very soon this year possible to start this one. All based AI-based LHF dispatch temperature prediction model in Housekeeping 2. It is offline trial held and hardware is already installed. RFID based vehicle tracking system, already we have discussed this, has been started. The detailed presentation on the modalities of this implementation carried out before the IGCISF. Commissioning started at adequate rate. An MOU has been signed between STPI and CEL, Rourkela Steel Plant, on 23rd of December for Industry 4.0, Center of Excellence and Promotion of Innovation and Startups. This MOU envisages to provide catalytic improvements in digitalization, drive of and implementation of Industry 4.0 standards at RSP, sharing the problem statements, data and relevant information from various plants, operational bases and ancillary units of CEL RSP to facilitate design and development of marketable and scalable solutions by MTech. The provides the opportunity for testing and development of innovative solutions developed by MTech, developed depending on the feasibility and controlled interventions on running processes, if any. Market opportunities to the COE startups working in the emerging technology 4.0 MTech COE for the innovative solutions, services and products. Coming to the new projects, as we know, RSP is having many new projects which are ongoing or in some pipelines, and these are the projects which will boost our overall performance of RSP in terms of productivity, quality, and take RSP to the new heights. Hot strip mill, new hot strip mill of 3 million in capacity. This is already commissioned yesterday on 30th. So this is what we have achieved in a very smooth way with the dedication of all of you, Hot Strip Mill Collective, along with all the supporting department and everybody has done so. The next is Kokon battery number 2, which is getting rebuilt with the help of Mecon. First milestone for the startup of this refractory laning successfully achieved in the month of March 22. Already refractory laning started on 30th of this month, of the last month, and this assumes the importance as the first milestone has been reported. The project monitoring sent to the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has been achieved. Next is the power evacuation. A 220 kV line charged and synchronized successfully with NSPCL new unit on 24 March 22. Then STP is a statutory requirement. The benefit for this is to meet the latest norms of stipulated CPCP and OPCP for discharge of sewage and recycled to Rourkela steel plant. The status at present is HT cable laying is under progress. Trial and testing to start from April 22. Then upgradation of effluent treatment plants at COCCD. Then next is lagoon augmentation, faster flow, and then TS1. This is also the statutory requirement for environmental pollution control. Apart from this, some of the major projects or more projects you can say which are in pipeline to come up. Number one is fourth stove for blast furnace 5 to facilitate the increase in hot blast temperature for existing 1180 to 1250 degrees centigrade continuous basis. Oxygen plant on the COM basis to meet the oxygen demand from 4.65 million ton per annum of hot metal. Then pellet plant, this is also on COM basis to meet the shortage of lump as well as to utilize beneficiated fines from Bolani and to increase the productivity of blast furnaces. A new test house, testing and sample preparations facilities for testing of special grades such as defense and API of new plate mill and SPP to meet the increased demand and the special quality finished products. Then normalizing facilities at NPM. This is to impart competitive edge, better sellability to new plate mill, cater to special skills in boiler grade, vessel grades, and exclusively cater the demand of thicker, that is 25 to 100 mm, and wider 2.5 to 2.1 meter normalized plates. Then mixed gas booster, the next one, to replace the existing booster 1, 2, 3, which is age old now, with the new boosters as the existing boosters, that is 1, 2, 3, has reached their life, and we have to replace them for the better efficiency of these boosters and the safety of people. Then coming to COB7. COB7 is very much required for the improvement of production capacity of RSP, as because we know that presently whatever production capacity is there for the hot metal, and we are not able to provide sufficient coke to all the blast furnaces due to the production capacity of the COBs at RSP. So for that purpose, this COB7 is necessary to meet the coke requirement of 4.855 million ton of hot metal. And this is the most advanced open batch with which will be coming next after COB2. So process is going on. Very soon it will be finalized. And this is a stamp charge button for the better efficiency and use of the inferior quality of coal with better quality coke. Coming to SMS3, the enhancement of steel making capacity to actuate the capacity imbalance among the hot metal, crude steel and slab requirement at mills to meet 4.65 million ton of hot metal. So caster 4 is there, and then the SMS3. Then ZLD, that is zero liquid discharge schemes, that is TS2, TS3. TS1 is already on the verge of commissioning, and TS2 and TS3 to come up for the zero liquid discharge to meet all the environmental conditions. Now, despite of COVID-19 pandemic, RSP project has achieved rupees 1,122 crores capex in this month, which is 62% of the given target. Now coming to the prestigious awards. Awards signify public acknowledgement of excellence. There are many such moments of excellence experienced by Rourkela Steel Plant this year too. So Rourkela Steel Plant bagged the prestigious Green Tech Energy Conservation Award 21 in Planetum category. RSP also bagged Green Tech Effective Safety Culture Award 2021, Green Tech HR Award, Green Tech Award for the Environment, and also Rourkela India Gold Award 2021. 2020. The steel plant also has won the Energy Conservation Award in the Eastern region, that's ENCON Award 21 from Confederation of Indian Industries, CII. RSP was adjusted 2.75 star energy rating, which is the best of RSP and also best in cell. Rourkela Steel Plant achieved the prestigious certificate for appreciation in 9th FICCI Safety Systems Excellence Awards in the industry. RSP was facilitated by the Commissionerate Office at CGST and Central Excise, Rourkela being the highest GST payer under the Commissionerate, and also the exemplary tax compliance for the 3 consecutive years, financial years. RSP shown the 15th Global Communication Conclave organized on 17th and 18th September 21 at Goa under the auspices of Public Relations Council of India. The steel plant won a gold, silver and a bronze and a consolation award also in the global conclave. RSP won the prestigious People First HR Excellence Award 21 in 2 categories, namely Leading Practices in Pandemic Response, and the second one is Leading Practices in Internal Communication. SAIL RSP received coveted Brands of Odisha, Pride of India Corporate Excellence Award in Platinum category. Team RSP received the award from Honorable Government of Odisha, Professor Ganeshila. All 19 QC teams of SAIL RSP awarded under different categories in the 35th National Convention of Quality Concepts. A team of 4 employees from Instrumentation Department has won the coveted Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar Award in Class 2 given by the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. The team of executives from RSP comprising of Mr. P.C. Sahu, Mr. Vikrant Kumar Patel, both managers of Finance and Accounts Department, and Mr. Biswajit Jena, manager of Instrumentation Department, got laurels too for the country by bagging the 3rd prize in Global Management Challenge International Finance of Russia from 27 to 29 September 21. This is considered as the world's largest strategy and management competition at GMC. The young try also emerged as first runner-up in the Directors Personal Cup Ranneeti 2021. 2 employees of RSP, namely M.R. Behra, Senior Technician, Steel Melting Shop, 1, and D.K. Kar, Senior Operative, Pipe Plant, bagged prestigious award from Joint Committee of Safety, Health and Environment in Steel Industry for 2020 in the safety poster competition. And Mr. Behra and Mr. Kar have bagged this award for a hat-trick 3rd year in a row. Mr. Sampad Mishra, Senior Manager Refractory, bagged 2nd prize in Udan East Zone Championship conducted by NHRD, Ranchi and Sir. Achievements is largely the product of steadily rising one's level of aspiration and expectation. Nothing is too high if one climbs with care and confidence. Now all the units have been tuned and our capacity is reached and has been increased. And we have the next plan, the production plan for the next year, that is this year, financial year 22-23. So just to see, just to look after this hot metal, what we have achieved, actual 4.336, and this is plan is 4.5 million ton. Total crude steel, we have achieved 3.987, but we have to make this year 4.2. Saleable steel we have achieved 3.665, but this year we have to go beyond 4. So now it is time to show our potential for the next, let's say, this financial year. As the ABP targets are given to us with the confidence that yes, it's an RSP, it can be done. I thank each and every member of RSP family for putting their efforts, best efforts I can say, and coming out with flying colors. I'm sure that you all live no stone unaltered to not only to achieve but surpass our APP targets for the year 22-23 also, and once again prove that why we are one of the best in the steel industry. We have got best steel plant in SAIL. Our next target is best steel plant in India, and the next is best steel plant in the world. So all the best for you, and wishing you all the very happy Utkal Divas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about the exceptional performance of RSP as a whole. Thank you for telling us the importance of safety and housekeeping in an organization, and also to make us feel proud on our comfortable achievement of our ABP targets.